Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the Silver Swanner channel. Today we are going to kick off the first video in the first series of my YouTube channel. We are going to build a typeset. Now, what is a typeset? A typeset essentially is a collection of coins from all different series of a particular type. So an example of a typeset might be US half dollars. So a US half dollar typeset would contain all US half dollars from the different series. So you would have maybe seeded half dollars, you'd have the Franklin half dollars, Walker half dollars, the Kennedy half dollars, silver and clad, etc. And all of those different series contained in one album is considered a typeset. Now this is different from a traditional set which contains coins from one series. So usually this will be like your Lincoln Cents album that you'll put together that will have all of the coins ever minted in the Lincoln type and all of their dates. And in this case, this video series is going to focus on a typeset. So the next question you're probably wondering to yourself is, what particular typeset did I choose? Well, I decided I should either go big or go home. So I am starting off with a US typeset. So a US typeset is essentially going to feature most of the major coins that that particular country, in this case the US, has ever minted. Now there'll be a few exceptions here. There won't be anything that is really early on in the history of the US and the US Mint in particular. There will be some varieties that will be left out. But for the most part, I would say this would encompass at least 75%, if not more, of each type or series of coin ever produced by the US Mint. So there is a generally accepted US typeset that most collectors will start when they are creating their US typeset, and that is the Dansko 7070 typeset. Well, when I'm filming this, it's early 2021, and COVID has been a thing the last year or so, and Dansko, because of COVID and several other issues, is currently not producing their 77 albums. So you can find them online, but they are being sold by third parties, which means an album that might go for $25, $35, I think, or so from Dansko is being sold for $100, $150. You know, coin collecting, building typesets is a great hobby to do during the pandemic. It's actually one of the things that I picked up during the pandemic as well. So in my case, I had to choose a different US typeset because I wasn't frankly willing to pay that much for a US typeset album. So I went with the Intercept Shield album. We'll do an unboxing of that here shortly. For the US Intercept Shield album, the album itself cost $36.69. I did buy the additional gold page, which at the end of the series I may come to regret, but that was only an additional $2.57. I had to pay $12.95 in shipping for a total of $52.21. So as the series goes on, I'll post in the video how much I've spent on it, but at this point we're in for $52.21 so far. I bought this Shield album from Wizard Coin Supply, and I'll leave a link in the description below about where you can buy a Intercept US type set Shield album for yourself. So let me move the camera in and let's get this unboxing started. Okay, and this is how the Intercept Shield US type album came packaged. I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't opened it yet. As you can see, we're going to do the unboxing here with you. Looks like it's just wrapped with a bubble mailer and some scotch tape, or not scotch tape, but some packing tape. Let's go ahead and take out the knife here and get this open. I'm trying to be careful here so we don't end up cutting into the book. So when we open this up, I'll tell you one of the big selling factors about why I decided to go with this particular US Typeset album versus the more common Dansko. One, I wasn't just patient enough anyway to wait for that. But there's another big selling point here to me. So it looks like this is then wrapped in a priority. I'm trying to see if there's an invoice or anything in there, and there's not, so we're good so far. So it looks like it's pretty well secured. Let's go ahead and take it out of here. Again, I'm going to check for my invoice. I think this is it, so we're just going to get rid of that. All right, that's what that is. And here is the Intercept Shield album itself. This must be the gold page. And I'll just set that aside, and we'll get to that at the very end. So one of the very attractive things to me about the Intercept Shield typeset was that it's designed here, as it says, with ultimate protection for your collectibles, museum quality. So I knew that any coins I put in here were going to get protected, that it's built or made with the right type of materials where it won't have adverse effects on your coins. And these must be the pages. So, and we're just going to take those out and set those to the side. Pull the plastic off. And this is the outer box. Again, this is one of the main selling points to me, that it came with this protective box. So we're going to slide the protective box open. We'll put that aside. And so here is the Intercept Shield United States typeset. And we'll open it up to the first page here. It starts off with your half cents, your large cents, small cents, half dimes, nickels, dimes, I think here is quarters, if I'm not mistaken. So I see Liberty seated here. Up quarters is right here. I missed that. Half dollars, silver dollars, bicentennials, commemorative half dollars, Westward Journey nickel series. And then here we have just kind of random statehood quarters, modern commemoratives, silver American Eagles, your presidential dollar coins, your Lincoln 2009 cents. And then at the end here, if I take these couple screws off, we can add some of these additional pages here. And I'm not exactly sure what happened here, because I only ordered a gold extra page, and it looks like I got a United States typeset extra page. Maybe so that's you can do some additional state quarters. I'm gonna have to find that out. I also got an extra half cents, large cents, small cents page, which was not on my order, so I'm gonna have to look into that. And then finally, this I did order extra, and this was my US gold page. So I may come and regret this at the very end, because this page I think is going to turn out to be the most pricey page, because it frankly contains a lot of gold. So I'll go ahead and put this in off camera, but I wanted to share the US typeset with everyone and let you know what the Intercept Shield US typeset looked like. Oh, the other reason this was a little bit more attractive to me than the Dansko was, as the name implies, Shield, it includes these little plastic protectors for your coins. And that's part of, again, the museum conservatory, I guess to use that word, aspect of this. So as you can see, This little piece of plastic here slides in and out and protects your coins as they reside in the album. So that was another very attractive feature of this album to me. So my plans moving forward is about every week or so, I am going to fill, hopefully, at least a hole in this album. I expect, based on just how many holes we have here to fill, for this to be a project that goes along for years, especially as my budget allows. It will certainly take some time once I get to the gold coins, once I get to some of the older coins like the half cents and large cents, some of the particular half dollars and silver dollars that are kind of tough. We'll also occasionally do upgrades, so we'll come back and maybe upgrade a coin as I change things out of my collection. Initially, I will just be filling up coins out of my collection. And the coins in my collection are generally not the highest because I wasn't buying them so much to build a typeset that I was going to keep for a long time. It was just whatever I happened to come by that seemed to me to be a good deal, I happen to buy. So a lot of the coins initially will come out of my collection, as Rob Finds Treasure would say. And as I begin to exhaust my collection, or I don't want to put coins of lower quality into this typeset, I will go ahead and insert or buy rather higher graded coins and replace some of the lower quality coins. So again, I will leave a link to this album in the description below about where I bought it. And please, if you haven't, go ahead and feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel.